A person connected to purpose doesn't panic, they pivot. Absolutely. So true, collective. You move with intention now. Okay, so this is why you'll never steer yourself wrong. Your self trust is on lock and key, okay? You learned how to really tap into who you are and get to know yourself on the deepest levels, right? So you trust yourself completely now. And it's been a long time coming, It was like a trial and error process with learning how to trust yourself and follow your intuition. There were times where you followed your intuition and you were wrong. You know what I'm saying? Or there were times when you doubted yourself and then you moved differently and then you regretted it later. And then there were times when you trusted in yourself wholeheartedly and completely. And then boom, you got the results that you were looking for. This motivated you to continue to move forward, right? You've had these trial and errors for so long. You've been working on yourself. Now you have come into union with who you are and who your purpose here in life, right? You know what you are called to do. You know exactly, like, you're moving forward in your life, collective. And because you're so rooted in who you are, this is why you'll never steer yourself wrong, because you move with intention now. So when things don't go as planned or expected, you're not out here panicking. You're not out here, like, you know what I'm saying, tripping or scattering to figure out what it is, because you have aim, you have focus, you have direction. See? So you are already moving in a general direction. So when something seems like it is off course, you're still headed in the same direction, because your goals, you still have this, you move with your purpose now, so it's like who you are and you know exactly what your gifts are. Okay? And so it doesn't matter what obstacles come into your life. It doesn't matter what you face. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to knock you off of your foundation. You've built a sturdy foundation, right? You've done the work to figure out who you are and what your gifts are, and you've cultivated them. You put them into practice, right? You've seen the results that you get. So, and then it's like, that you're not perfect. That we make mistakes. That you grow and learn from your experiences, right? You're somebody who learns from your experiences, because it's all a part of the greater plan for your life. It's a part of your purpose in life. Those setbacks that you experience, right? It's all being used to teach you about yourself. It's all being used to help fine tune you into becoming a better version for you. That's why I love this quote, is because it's like, if you're moving with purpose, you're connected to your purpose. So this is why you know how to pivot, right? Because you've been doing this for a while now, collective. So you've had setbacks in your life in the past, right? Some of these setbacks and disappointments knocked you off course completely. Some of these things set you back a long time. But see, you didn't sit in that disappointment for too long. You might have fell down, but you didn't stay there. You got back up and you brushed it off and you keep it moving. This is you now, collective. You have this undeniable, inevitable way about yourself that you're so sure of who you are and what you were supposed to do now. So nothing can stop you. Things can try to attempt to slow you down, but nothing will ever stop you. No, because again, you're going to get back up and keep it moving. You're not just going to sit. You are clear. When you have clarity in your life about who you are and what you're here to do, it's fair game. You're moving forward in life, right? Because you're clear on where you're going. You're clear on where you're headed. So that's just like if you're taking a road trip, for example, and let's say you're going to You're taking a road trip to Los Angeles, California, okay? Well, you know you're going to California. It's very clear that that's where you're headed. So your purpose of this whole trip is you're going to California, okay? So as you're driving through the states, you're hit with a huge, like the road the road that you're traveling down now, there's a huge roadblock. You can't go back. You can't go down that same route that you had intended, right? To get to where you're going. So you don't panic. Why? Because you're not lost. You know where you're going. You're still going to California. It's just now you got to pivot. You got to take a detour. So now you have to find an alternative route around that to get to where you're going. And this is an example of how your life is, collective. You're clear on the direction that you're headed. You know exactly where you're going. So when these obstacles come around, all you do is pivot and you just move accordingly. You move around it. Because you're not lost. It's not like you were just randomly, you didn't know where you were going and then you just hit this roadblock and now you don't know what to do. No. You know exactly where you're going and you know exactly how to get there. So if something tries to stop you, I already got an alternative. And if you don't have an alternative, you find one. Because again, that is what being connected to your purpose is. That is what being connected to your purpose does. It gives you this clarity that you can see. So you're not blind. And even when unexpected things arise, again, you know what to do. Like, I love that and I'm here for you. And I hope that this message inspires and encourages you guys, to stay connected to your path and your purpose and understand the importance of when you are clear on who you are, you have nothing to worry about. Just continue to trust in yourself and believe that what you're doing is going to get you where you're headed. Listen, if this message resonates with you in any way and you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing. Also, let me know down in the comments below how this message resonates with you. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support my channel. We are growing and we are flowing. It is Karkar. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.